This conference will now be recorded.
Guys, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. You can see my screen. The structure that we called as enterprise structure. As I said, the photograph and the structure looks here. See, one by one, it's like a hierarchy. And so this is completely in SAP terminology. Okay, so there's a company code, sales organization, distribution channel, division, sales office, sales group, plant, shipping point, like this. So all these words, this words or SAP terminology that we use in SAP. Okay, and the structure should be like this only, and we have to define it one by one, and then after we assign it sales organization to company code, distribution channel to sales organization, like this only. Okay, that's why this structure is very full for you guys to understand and remember, even for in a real time. Okay, so
Oh,
I'll explain you before going to SAP skin. I'd like to explain you what is company and the company. Let's say if you take an example of Reliance and or any Tata, and they have a parent company, and under parent company they have sister companies or child companies that we call it as. So in this case, Tata would be a company, okay? Or if you take the Reliance example, Reliance would be a company, and under the Reliance there could be any child or sister companies, right? Coming to company code point of view, company code is a terminology in SAP. The company code means it's an individual a financial entity, that means highest organizational element in the FI module. Okay, FI module is the highest organizational element, and FI consultant is responsible for defining this company code. And the company code is a four-digit number. The keyword that we create, that we can create in SAP, is a four-digit number, and this could be alphanumeric. The alphanumeric, virtual numerical number, or alphanumerical. Any number is a system would take it, except just that. So basically, what is the company code? And if we chosen the Reliance is a company, then a Reliance Trends would be one company code, and Reliance Oil and Gas would be one company code, and Reliance Geo would be another company code. Right, understood, right? So if Reliance is a company, Reliance Trends, Reliance Oil and Gas, Reliance Zeo, okay, these are the different company codes that we can create in a SAP. Got it? And there is one question, like why we can have these many company codes in our enterprise structure, and which cases? Suppose if you are implementing a project and the client is saying there are many company codes. What could be the reason? When can we have a multiple company codes in our enterprise? See, there are only maximum two options. The first one is, if the company is having a sister companies, then we can have a multiple company codes. As I said, Tata example or Reliance example. That is one option. And the second one is, the client that you are working for is registered in India, and the company is working in multiple countries. First one is India, and second one US, UK, and Australia. So, and in these four countries, the same company is doing operations. For example, if you could take any example, we generally buy Apple mobiles, right? So let's take an example of Apple. So Apple do their own operations in India and US and Canada and Australia. So they have their own regions in US, Apple US and Apple India. So in this case, Apple company can have multiple company codes to be created in SAP system. Why? Because Apple America registration can do operations in India, No, right? Because the legal aspects cannot allow to do the operations in India as per government or a GST point of view, right? So the Apple India registration can do their operations in Australia. No, Australian government cannot allow them. They have to register in Australia, right? So in that cases, in these two cases, we can have multiple company codes to be created in our SAP system. So if you come to the next one, the sales organization. Coming to sales organization, completely responsible by the SD consultant, even in the real time. Okay, this is the highest organizational element in a sales and distribution module. This is also a 4-digit code. For example, a sales organization is in a SAP terminology. In the real business, we can imagine this as a corporate office. You can think of it as a corporate office. Okay, so the corporate office could be only one in entire India. This here also the same, like vice president sales and high range people can sit over here. I mean the sales organization, vice president sales and or CEO level people will be there. And mainly the statistical decisions will be taken care of here. So the statistical decisions means, let's say, let's say if you want to buy a car, if you want to buy a car of Honda, so who will decide the price of this one? Branch level. Suppose if you want to buy a car, you will go to some Radha Krishna showrooms or Maruti Suzuki showrooms, right? This type of dealers you will visit and you do some test drive and you ask for the quote. So will the branch people decide the price of this one? Maybe no, because the price would be decided from the corporate side, and so that's why I said that the statistical decisions would be taken care at a sales organization level. So another example, if I would say, if you're visiting a bank, one of your the nearest branches, and you are asking for a personal loan, and they are saying that personal loan is percentage is, let's say, 8%. 8% interest. Who is deciding this 8%? Is a branch level deciding? The branch manager is going to decide, or the sales executive that is explaining you the person, that person has been decided? No, this will be decided at sales organization level. And that's why I call it a sales organization must be like corporate office. The statistical decisions will be taken care of here, and the vice president sales, vice president uh, finance, and these type of people will sit over here and they'll take the decisions. Okay, and this is completely an SD responsibility, sales and distribution responsibility, consultant responsibility. So here one interview question. Interview can ask you in many times. Many people face this interview. When can you have a multiple sales organization as a consultant? When can you have this one, multiple sales organization? This means if your client is having multiple company codes, then you can have, there might be a chances of having a multiple sales organization. Because if you choose an example of Apple, Apple is doing operations in US, Canada, Australia, and India. So that for the US, we should create sales organization. For the US company code, we should create a sales organization. For Canadian company code, we should also create a sales organization. And Indian, or we should create a sales organization. So in this case, we should have a multiple sales organizations. And the other reason must be, suppose your companies are not that much. I mean, your client is not that much big, and it's a small domestic, let's say, domestic company, and the company is doing operations in India as well as, and the company is sending the material and selling the material to abroad as well. But they don't register an organization company code, but they are also courier doing, I mean, delivering the material to US or maybe any other countries. So in this case, we can have multiple sales organizations. Let's say one must be domestic and one for exports. So these two will be the cases that we could have a multiple sales organizations in our enterprise structure in our company. So the next would be the distribution channel. Let's say distribution channel means through this distribution channel only customer is going to receive the material. See, the sales and distribution module is a B2B, like a B2B, that means it's a business to business. So any company is not going to hire a distributor. Why? Because in the further the next who will provide the services through the distribution channel only service can be provided to the customers. So that is why through the distribution channel only customer would be receiving the materials. And the division. So division distribution channel examples must be dealers, distributors, bulk buyers, and direct sales. Like that, we have a different type of distributors in our real time. Next one is a division. Division means it's a mixture of material. I mean, similar type of material, we call it as a division. If I would take any of the example, if I take the pharmaceutical example, some ex-pharmaceutical companies are manufacturing tablets, syrups, and injections. Let's say this three type of products. In a tablets division, they are manufacturing some paracetamol and headache tablets and cold tablets and some other painkillers also they are manufacturing. So paracetamol is one material in our client, and for the fever tablet, I mean for the headache tablet is another material, and other painkiller is another material. Okay, X material M1, M2, M3. So all these M1, M2, M3 are the tablets. So we call all these three as one division, that we call it as a tablets division. Next, there is a injection. So there are different type of injections. So all the injections we call it as a injection division. But individually, those are the materials. Next would be the sales office. In a real time, the business people would call this one as a branches. So everywhere we can have a branches. Let's say we took the example of the bank. So we are visiting the nearest branch, that is in a real time, that we call it as a sales office. So sales office is a physical location where the group of people work together, right? We generally see this one in the branches, not even in the bank. If you take any of the offices, if they visit the branches, the people work together. There will be sales people and accounts people. All the departments work together here. That we call it as a sales office, and it is a physical location. And SD consultant is responsible to define this one, the sales organization, distribution channel division, and the sales office. Next, coming to is a sales group. Whoever working in a sales office, employees who are working in a sales office, we call it as a sales group. There might be sales manager, branch manager, territory sales group. Based on the hierarchy, we can call it as a sales group. So this is the general structure which is responsible by the SD consultant. And the real time, we only define this structure, sales organization to sales group. And there is another boxes here. If you could see here, the box. In this box, we have sales organization, distribution channel, and the division. This is an important interview question. The combination of sales organization, distribution channel, and division, we call it as a sales area. Okay, sales area. And there is also an important interview question: what is a sales line? The combination of sales organization, distribution channel, and a plant, we call it as a sales line. Now we'll discuss about other individual objects. Those are responsible by MM consultant in the real time. We have a plant here. What is a plant? So we all know this one. Plant means where the material, where the finished goods would be ready, and the finished ఎక్కడైతే మనం finished goods procure చేస్తామో, manufacturing చేస్తామో using some raw material, or plant people will come up with some finished goods. That place we call it as a plant. Within a plant, because the plants would be in acres and acres. So within a plant, we can have a storage location. See, that is a reason. And in a box, we have maintained the plant and storage location. So in a plant, we can have different storage locations. One is a raw material storage location, semi-finished, and the finished storage location. So within a plant, we can have multiple storage location to store the material in each and every process. Then after, we can have a shipping point. What is a shipping point? The word itself says that when we are shipping the material to the customer, we would be loading the truck in a plant, right? If you want to send a material to customer, we should load the truck in a plant. When we are the point we loading the material in a truck, the point we call it as a shipping point. The shipping point that we can see in a plant. So apart from these, we can also have few other structures. I mean that we have to define in our learning. Those are purchase organization, purchasing group, or maybe business area, or credit control area. So these are all also that we need to define in our enterprise structure, but those no need as of now. As of now, we no need because for the purchase organization and the purchase group, I definitely going to define in our enterprise structure. But when we are going for a third party business process or IPO business process, I'll come to explain you about those purchase organizations, purchase groups and all. But as of now, to define a company, that means to create a company structure, this is only the structure that we have to define in our screen. Guys have any question, any doubts on this? So that we can go into SAP screen and create it.
పర్చేజ్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ తర్వాత క్రెడిట్ కంట్రోల్ ఏరియా ఎస్డి కన్సల్టెంట్ డిఫైన్ చేస్తారా?
No. Organization and credit control area. Purchase organization is completely into MM side, so MM consultant would define it. But నేనేం చెప్తున్నానంటే ఇప్పుడు right now I'm not going to define purchase organization, okay, because I don't need now.
Okay.
నాకు ఇప్పుడు అవసరం లేదు purchase organization, but that is also a part of enterprise structure అని చెప్తున్నా. So whenever we are running the scenarios like third party IPO, that time I'll come back to enterprise structure and I define it.
ఓకే, బట్ ఇన్ఫాక్ట్ ఇన్ రియల్ టైమ్ లో పర్చేజ్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్, క్రెడిట్ కంట్రోల్ ఏరియా, బిజినెస్ ఏరియా ఇవన్నీ ఎస్డి కన్సల్టెంట్ కాన్ఫిగర్ చేయరు.
డెఫినెట్ గా చేయరు.
ఓకే.
Yeah, so I'll try to go into SAP screen now. Maybe it takes another 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, you guys know this, right? How to log in and SAP screen. So I directly in. Okay, so I double click on the SAP logon pad. I enter the credentials. The client number that we are working is 800 because this is in IDES.
Sir, 800 is only demo purpose or real time also, sir?
Yes. No. It's only for educational purpose SAP has provided. Okay. Not only 800, there are other clients like 800, 810, 820. Like, so that's what I said. 8 series client number is only for trainings, learning purposes. SAP has provided. Okay, so the very first screen when we enter the credential system take us into the SAP Easy Access screen. So you guys know that the end users or the business users can work on a SAP Easy Access screen. Right? As a consultant, we are going to work in a IMG screen, right? But as a as end users, they don't have the access for IMG screen, and likewise, as a consultant, we do not have access for Easy Access screen in a production system in a live. But of course, we can see it, and with the ER, we can do the transaction still, but we should never do any other changes on any action on production system. So the very first transaction that we can use in SAP is SPRO. This is also an important interview questions. You guys face this one. What is the first transaction that we use? SPRO. Once enter the SPRO, I press enter. Then after I click on SAP reference IMG. Once I click the SAP reference IMG, system take me to display IMG. IMG means implementation guide. So this is a process to come in. These are steps to come into IMG screen. So every consultant, any consultant in SAP have to work in this screen only. So let's find out where is the enterprise structure. Where is the enterprise structure option? How to go with a path. We could see here the SAP Net Viewer, and then we can see an enterprise structure. Okay, so I can see the enterprise structure. Now what I do, I have to define. See, when we are coming into some industry and we want to get a job or when we want to work in some industry, then we should use the terminology of that particular industry. So in SAP, anything creation, we call it as a definition. Okay, so now we are defining here company code. That means we have to create a company code, create a sales organization, create a distribution channel, right? So the creation, we call it as a definition, and we are defining here to define the company code and all. Let's expand the enterprise structure. If I expand it, I can see localized definition. See, this is the one. Now I have to expand the definition. If I would expand the definition, I can see many things like this. First one is the financial accounting, controlling, logistics, general, sales and distribution. Hey, this something looks similar to us, right? Let's see. I would expand this one. If I would expand this, define, copy, delete, check, sales organization. Yes, we want to define this one. And the define, copy, delete, check, distribution channel. Yes, of course we want to. And then sales office, sales group. But if you guys could remember, before going to sales organization, I would like to also define the company code, right? Let's find out the company code. Where is the company code? As I said, if you would remember, company code is responsible by who? The financial consultant, FI consultant. Yeah. So company code can find out in a financial accounting. If we expand the financial accounting, define, copy, delete, check company code. We can see company code here. Okay, so in a real time, we no need to bother about defining other module things, other module work. But now we are learning it. So to run the business, to run the scenarios, we have to define full enterprise structure. So that is the reason I'm going to create, means the defining of company code. So how to create it, how to define the company code or anything means, after expanding it, I can see in a clock symbol. So I have to
Yes.
click on this one. So it will open another screen. It will come up with a different screen. See, this one. And there here two options. One is copy, delete, check company code. The second one is edit company code data. Let me go to double click on copy, delete, check company code. I double click on here. The screen will come up like this. So here is one important point that we should remember in our entire life when we are working in SAP. SAP standard suggests that there are two ways to create it. Create means defining. There are two ways to defining anything in SAP. The first one is SAP already provided the standards for every transaction or everything. Okay, so we have to copy the standard one and rename it and use it. This is the first and best practice that SAP suggests every time. And the second one is sometimes you can also go for a new entry and define it. That means you can go for a new entry, click on a new entry and create a new one and use it. This is the second one. But 99% in even in a real times, you go for copying the existing one and rename it and use it. Okay, so that is a reason I'm going to copy the existing company code, existing standard company code, which is from 1000. So how to copy this one? Let's see. There is a button. If you can see here, this is the display change button. The next one, if I go see here, copy organizational object. Okay, this says something copied. Yeah. Okay, I click on it. 17% of associated tables reading. Now the system is reading the tables. While defining company code, it takes some time because there are many tables in the background for the company code. So system takes some time. Right. See here, we got a pop-up message, and this is saying that from company code to company code. It's saying that from company code. From which company code you want to copy it to company code. So the source company code must be 1000, which I have already told you, because S1000 is a standard company code that provided by SAP. Suppose if any time I know standard company code is 1000, but in future we also define we also define document types, item categories, schedule lines, copy control. We do lot of things. So anytime if you forget, or maybe you do not exactly remember the key of this one, then you can click on here. This is just like a drop down we generally use in any of the websites when we are filling up a forms or something, right? So this is also just like a drop down, and we call it as a help button. So you can click on this one. It will show you all the entries of company code. Okay, how many entries I have here? 158 entries found. So I can come up here and I can do search. Yes, I found 1000. I double click on this one. So the system pop-ups here. The next one would be our target company code. What is our target company code? What you suggest?
Reliance.
Reliance, okay, Amarnath, but here we should give the company code keyword. మీ
Yes.
company code keyword ఏమని చెప్తా Z
1000 sir, my company code.
1000
1000.
Okay. So మనం 1000 is standard. మనం ఏం చేద్దామంటే Z create చేద్దాం because in a real time we create Z only. Z 100.
Okay.
Okay. 100. I click on continue. See, I got a pop-up message here. Only copy the GL accounts if you want to allocate the same chart of accounts. CH account means chart of accounts to the target company code as a source company code. Do you want to copy the GL accounts company code data? Yes, I want to copy the GL account. And see, another pop-up has come up. The reference company code has a local currency INR. That means whatever the company code that we have referred, which is 1000, it has a local currency INR. What is the local currency? Local country currency, right? What is Indian local currency? INR.
INR.
Right. What is the US local currency? Dollars. Right.
Yes.
Likewise, USD. Likewise, we copied it from 1000. 1000 company code is from where? It's from Germany, Europe, right? So that is the reason it has a local currency EUR. So system asking us, do you want to allocate the different local currency to the target company code? Yes, of course, because our company is an Indian company. We want the local currency as INR. Yes, I want to allocate a different company code. I click yes. Then I got a pop-up message to maintain currency. Yes, I am going to maintain, which is INR. Okay, and I click on continue. And critical table noted. Okay, I click on continue, and then click on continue. Next, we'll get this type of messages regarding the transport number ranges, addresses. Like so, you click on continue. See, before you got one pop-up message reading. Now, person of tables is copying the tables. Now the system is copying all the background tables from 1000 to this one. All right, now we got the transport request number. See, as I said, as we discussed, if you save anything in SAP, that would be saved under one transport request number, because to transfer the data from one server to or one system to another system. Now I got this transport request number, but I do not want to save in this transport request number because which is not belongs to us. So I would like to create a new transport request number. Even if this would be helpful for you to create a new transport request number in a real time, until and unless your client is not having the third-party tools to generate a automatic TRs. Okay, so if I want to create a new transport request number, what I have to do, there is an option, create request. I just click on it. I think we have discussed this one yesterday, how to do new ones and something. So the existing one, it is showing as 2. And if I am going to create a new one, it is asking me to enter the short description. But even I cannot create a new request, system will automatically send. Now I'm going to create a short description. what we can give. Amanal, could you
Enterprise.
suggest anything? Yeah, tell me.
So it is for you future for user, otherwise only.
Of course, definitely. As a consultant, we would be creating the transports request
Okay, sir.
because let's say all the enterprise structure we save in one transport request, and the other transaction related we save in another transport request.
Okay, sir.
So we can give enterprise structure only. Short description.
Right. Of course, yeah. Because we are defining enterprise structure, we can give the name like that. But I would like to give the name SAP training or something at 7:30 class or something.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
But in
Because
real time, which one you have to use, sir? In real time.
that's what I'm saying. In a real time, that short description must be related to your work, what you are creating in SAP. The short description must related to that work. Suppose you are defining the enterprise structure as a consultant or as associate, you will be getting a chance of defining enterprise structure in initial stages. So the description must be creation of enterprise structure or something. Okay, or some clients would have proper naming convention also. They would like to use some process. Let's say SWT colon enterprise structure creation. Like that, they have some naming conventions. So we should follow them. But those things they'll explain us or they will tell us if there is anything like that. Okay.
Any standard policies there, sir?
There is no standard policy. There is no standard. There is no standard. But we only thing is we should learn how to create a transport request. That's it. If there is any other things, they will explain. Hey, you should use the naming convention like the assertability colon. Then after you could write what exactly you defined, and then underscore or something like that they say
What is the
underscore then you
SWT? SWT
I mean
means, sir?
that is something client naming convention. I mean company shortcut.
Okay.
SWT I
Depend
given you
upon
the
client.
example. Sometimes in previous client I used to write SWT colon and then the naming convention of what I'm defining. I given you the example. Suppose if you are working for a Redis lab, then RTD colon, you have to write something. Likewise, you have to define. Okay, nothing standard, but if there is anything you have to follow, the client will tell you. The convention must be like this. But the thing is, here we have to learn how to create an transport request number. That's it. So now I'm creating it as SAP SD SD at some 30 I would say, so that I can remember because I would be creating many transport requests. If you want to check future, if you want to check the transport requests what we have created, what's all, because I'll show you the case also. That time we can remember. That's why I'm using. I saved it. Could you see? Before it was 2. Now it's 4.
Yes, sir.
Right? So system automatically proposes the request number because the basis team has already assigned the number sequence. That is why system picking up the next number. And if you could see here, which is a customizing request. Any functional consultant do any work, which is a customizing request. Client dependent. Okay. Now I'm clicking on continue, go further. Come on.
What is that own request button there? What?
One request means if you click on this one, it will take you to yesterday you said it, SE09. It will take you to that screen, and if you want to change your existing transport request number, you can choose the TRs that you have in your system. Got it?
Okay. Mhm.
You can choose. Suppose you have the existing transport request. Now you are in an implementation project. You are defining enterprise structure. You have already defined that enterprise structure in a 2-sequence transport request. Then after you defined item categories, document types, and in a 1 transport request. And then after you defined another copy controls in another transport request. Now you realized it something you have to define in enterprise structure. Then you come back to enterprise structure screen and you define it. But you thought that I don't want to save this enterprise structure option in a copy controls TR, right? You want to
Mhm.
include this enterprise structure object changes in a existing TR, enterprise structure TR. So you would be choosing.
Okay. So it will basically take to SE09 where we can see our own TR numbers.
Yeah. Now I'm going
Okay.
to copy it. Yes. We'll see next time what you have asked. We click on this own object. Now you guys have to click on. Likewise, you have to press continue. This is all for number range objects and all. Company code 1000 copied to Z100 without 61 number range objects. Yes, it copied it. Selected object is 1000 and copied activities is copied 1000 to Z1000. That means activity performed done. So once activity performed done, then we'll come back. If you want to come back to the main enterprise structure IMG screen, this is option. You can click this button or else you can press the F3 from your function keyboard, and I press here. Got the same pop-up message. Let's see, you just think of it like logically. What we did, we copied from 1000 to Z100. So whereas we are copying from 1000 to Z100, everything would be copied, right? There are many tables, around 100 tables copied from 1000 to Z100. In this copying process, the company code of 1000 also, company code name of 1000 also copied to Z100, and the address also copied to Z100. Right? Right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
But
Yes, sir.
yes. So now we need to edit that one, right? So to edit this one,
Yes.
click on the edit company code data. So how many entries we found here? Entry 1 of 159. Out of 159, where is our company code? How to find this one? Like this, you can go into search. No, you can click on this position button. It will give a pop-up message. You enter Z100 and press enter. It will take you to Z100. And see, the name is IDS AZ. We don't want to be like IDS AZ. We want to change our own company name. When I click on here, I like to change it. What is this? This is a display change button. And if you could see here, there is a details icon. That means in the background, this company code having some details. Let me click on this details icon. If I click on details, change view. Now we are in a change view of company code in a details. Now in a details option. Company code is G1100. That's good. Now we are going to change the company code name. What's the name that we can give?
We're talking about Reliance. No, that
Okay, then we
choose.
we give we'll take Reliance, one of the division example. Reliance Trends.
Reliance Communication. Sir?
No, you would be
Communication,
confused.
sir.
Communication, huh? How we can define the structure? Suppose, let's say, if you take the communication, okay, in this communication, what could be our materials? SIM cards. We can define SIM cards, okay, Wi-Fi devices, Okay, and what they sell, DTH connections. Okay, so this could be our main. What do you say?
Sir.
Reliance, because I would like to take good manufacturing industry example so that you guys can easily understand. Okay. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I would like to take any of the manufacturing company, let's say Usha fans or Oriental, like that. Can we take like that so that you guys
Yes,
can't
sir.
I mean, hmm?
Yes, we'll take any easy
Yeah, because for
to
your better understanding, first knowledge is
learn
important, understanding of business is important.
better.
So that's why I'm thinking. So
Yes,
let's take Usha.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, now. Now I press enter, and also I
Yes, sir.
should change the city. City must be here, and the country is India. Currency INR and language EN English.
Okay.
And I press enter. System took it all the details. Now we change the name, some other details, additional details. What about the address? So company code, the registration have some address, right? So to maintain the address, if you could see, there is a button address. I click on it. Next, yeah. Now it is company, and here we should change the name. That should be
Yes.
Usha. I'm going to remove all this, and I'm maintaining Usha as a search term. Then after, what could be the street? What is the street? Street. Where it is? Madhapur. Okay, Hightex City, Hightex Madhapur, and then postal code 500018. Let's say this could be Hyderabad. Okay, and the country must be India. Country must be India. Region must be 01, which is Andhra Pradesh. Okay, if you don't know, you can click on here and you can select. And now postal code is 500018. And the language I'm going to change is India. Yes, India. And also you can change the email IDs, and if you want have the telephone number and mobile number. See. Okay, now you should get one doubt. Now we are learning this one, creating a company code and creating enterprise structure. So we are entering the details as per our knowledge or as per us. But in a real time, who will give these details? What is the company address? What is the PIN code number? What is the street? Who will give these addresses details? The core users or end users will give the details. Then the consultant will enter here. Okay, I'm going to save it now. So the same transport come up here. I would like to save on the same transport request. Then I can click on continue. Suppose if I want to choose any other transport request, then I click on the SAP own request. Sasikal, if you could see here, like we generally see like this, the different all our available TRs in our system. Like this one, right? One by one, one by one, one by one.
Okay,
Under my
okay.
user ID, under my user ID. So I am going to choose the first one. Okay. If I double click on this one, system come take here, and then I can click on continue. It says that country IN does not store a hot currency. Let's see. This is something FI related warning message or errors. See in future. There is an error. So I have created a company code. Likewise, we have to create. What's the next step that we have to create? Once we created company code, what's the next one? We create sales organization. Okay. So to create a sales organization, we should come. Who is responsible to define the sales organization? SD consultant is responsible to define the sales organization. Now I'm going to expand the sales organization. If I go to expand here, I can see define copy delete check sales organization. Let's execute this button and I will get this particular pop-up message. Now here I'm going to define sales organization.
Yes.
I'm going to double click on define sales organization. Click on it. I got 60 entries out of 60. I'm going to copy from 1000. Okay, where is that option to copy it? This is for display change, this is for detail, this is for new entry, and here is option copy as. I click on it one. And the same, I'm going to give the sales organization name also as 1Z100, because if you give the different naming convention, there might be chances of forgetting it in the future, because all the way we have to remember this word for 2 or 3 months to learn complete processes. So that's why I'm giving some different naming convention. Same, okay. And also in real time, we would be saving this one in Excel sheet, not to forget. Then after statistics currency, the statistics currency must be INR, because we are this organization is an Indian organization, so that we should change the statistics currency must be INR. Okay, then after there is one field called reference sales organization for a sales document. And this, if you go see here, this is grayed out because we cannot change it from here, and we can change it from at the time of assigning the sales organization to document at that time. But here, its system is saying that the reference sales organization for the sales document type is 1000. Why? Because we copied the sales organization from 1000. That is the reason it is showing as 1000 still. Okay, when we are updating it in a future classes, it will automatically update. Yeah. Hello, your voice something not clear.
They are.
Hello, what you're asking, Amanda? No questions, right?
Yeah,
May I go
sales
further?
organization, they are using only standards, or they are using different?
Sorry, not understood your question. They are using standard or?
Sir, here, sir.
Yeah. చెప్పండి, అర్థం కాలేదు నాకు మీ క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటి?
They are using standards all so they are using all standard company code or standard sales organizations, and they are using different way also. వాళ్ళు స్టాండర్డ్ ని యూజ్ చేసుకుంటారా, లేకపోతే డిఫరెంట్ గానా పెట్టుకోవడానికి రియల్ టైమ్ లో చేస్తారా అని అడుగుతున్నాను సార్. చాలా మంది స్టాండర్డ్స్ యూజ్ చేస్తారు కదా అంటున్నాను.
బట్ చాలా మంది స్టాండర్డ్ యూజ్ చేయరు.
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకేనా, చాలా మంది స్టాండర్డ్ యూజ్ చేయరు. వెరీ ఫ్యూ పీపుల్, ఓన్లీ ఇన్ సమ్ కేసెస్ మీరు చెప్పినట్టు 1000 ఈజ్ యువర్ కంపెనీ కోడ్ అలా యూజ్ చేస్తారు. బట్ చాలా మంది యూజ్ చేయరు. మేబీ 1000 కాపీ చేసి 1100 అని పెట్టుకుంటారు. ఓకేనా, లేదంటే 1100 అని పెట్టుకుంటారు. బట్ స్టాండర్డ్ మీద మాక్సిమం పీపుల్ చెయ్యరు, బట్ ఫ్యూ పీపుల్ చేస్తారు కూడా, వర్క్ చేస్తారు. బట్ what I suggest, definitely never use the standard one. So what is your sales organization, if you don't mind? చెప్పగలరా? అది కూడా 1000 యూజ్ చేస్తున్నారా లేదా 2500?
లేదు సార్, 1000
యూజ్ చేస్తారా?
1000.
డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఛానల్ ఏం యూజ్ చేస్తారు?
డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఛానల్ డిపెండ్ అపాన్ ఛానల్స్. ఇది హైపర్ సేల్స్, మోడర్న్ ట్రేడ్.
వాటి కోడ్స్ ఏమున్నాయి?
That course SL01 is a more trade.
SL01 means distribution channel is only 2-digit code kada.
Distribution channel is 2. Yes sir. Yes sir. 10, 20, 35, 45, 50.
Okay.
Like that
okay.
You are using.
Okay.
20
so
is a modern trade, and divisions all zeros only, sir. 0 0
All
0
division
0 sir, 0 0.
zip code again. Zero will be
Yes,
used for common division concept.
yes sir, yes sir.
ఒకటే డివిజన్ ఉందా? ఒకటే
We are
డివిజన్
using only, అంటే ఎక్కువగా ఉన్నాయి కానీ మేము యూజ్ చేసేది ఓన్లీ డివిజన్ 00 మాత్రం యూజ్ చేస్తాం సార్.
ఎప్పుడు సేల్స్ ఆర్డర్ క్రియేట్ చేసేటప్పుడా లేదంటే మాస్టర్ డేటా క్రియేట్
అవును.
చేసేటప్పుడా?
సేల్స్ ఆర్డర్ క్రియేట్ చేసేటప్పుడు మాత్రం ఓన్లీ 00 మాత్రం యూజ్ చేస్తాం సార్.
ఓకే. కస్టమర్ మాస్టర్ ఏమైనా క్రియేట్ చేస్తావా?
కస్టమర్ మాస్టర్ చేసినప్పుడు
00 వాడతా.
అవును సార్. ఇప్పుడు ఇన్ కేస్ కొత్త కస్టమర్ పెట్టాలి అన్నప్పుడు కూడా దాంట్లో డిఫరెంట్ వాళ్ళకి సంబంధించిన, ఇప్పుడు చెప్పాను కదా సార్ 20 10 20 ఇలా.
దట్ ఈస్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఛానల్. ఓకే.
అవును సార్, అవును సార్.
డివిజన్ అయితే ఇక ఇంకా 00
00 ఓన్లీ సార్.
ఓన్లీ వన్ డివిజన్.
అవును సార్. సేల్స్ గ్రూప్ మళ్ళీ సపరేట్ ఉంటుంది.
ఓకే, సేల్స్ గ్రూప్ ఇస్ సపరేట్. ఓకే, నో ప్రాబ్లం.
అవును సార్.
ఓకే ఓకే. బట్ అంటే ఇది కొంచెం చిన్న స్ట్రక్చర్ అయి ఉంది కాబట్టి అలా యూజ్ చేస్తారు. అంటే అంత సీకి వెళ్ళకుండా లేదంటే డిఫైన్ చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేకుండా. బట్ మాక్సిమం టైమ్స్ లో కంపల్సరీగా డిఫైన్ చేస్తారు ఓన్.
ఓకే సార్.
మీరు ఎందుకు డివిజన్ 00 యూజ్ చేస్తారు అంటే 00 ఇస్ అ కామన్ డివిజన్. వేరే మాస్టర్ డేటా క్రియేట్ చేసేటప్పుడు డేటాబేస్ లో ఎక్కువ స్పేసెస్ యూజ్ చేయకుండా డిఫరెంట్ కస్టమర్స్ ఉంటారు మన దగ్గర. సో వాళ్ళందరికీ డిఫరెంట్ డివిజన్లు ఇస్తే డిఫరెంట్ గా వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. అందుకోసం అని మాకు డివిజన్ అనే కాన్సెప్ట్ ఉంటుంది. దాన్ని 00 యూజ్ చేస్తారు. ఓకే. బట్ మీరు అన్నిటికీ 00 యూజ్ చేస్తున్నారు. మేబీ అంటే అదే కొంచెం అంత ఎక్కువ వెళ్ళ అవసరం లేదు. ఓకే, నార్మల్ బిజినెస్ ప్రాసెస్ అన్నప్పుడు మనం యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు కూడా.
ఓకే సార్,
ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. ఓకే. బట్ మాక్సిమం టైమ్స్ అలాంటి ఛాన్స్ ఉండదు మీకు. ఎందుకంటే చాలా కంపెనీస్ స్ట్రిక్ట్ గా ఫాలో చేస్తాయి ఎలా ప్రాసెస్ చేయాలి అనేది. కాబట్టి మాక్సిమం 99 కంపెనీస్ జీ కంపల్సరీ డిఫైన్ చేసుకుంటూ వాళ్ళ ఓన్. అందుకే మీకు చూపిస్తాను ఇలా. ఓకే. నౌ Usha is going to use Z100 is your sales organization, not 1000.
Okay.
So the next one is the very important field, sales organization calendar, which is 01. So this is a very important interview question. What are all the places that you are going to use a sales organization? And the sales organization మీకు ఎక్కడెక్కడ యూజ్ చేస్తారు, ఎన్ని ప్లేసెస్ లో అసైన్ చేస్తారు in terms of SD. Okay. Factory calendar would be assigning in 3 places. One is at sales organization, one is at a plant level, and the other one is at a shipping point level. Okay, I should remember. Factory calendar anedi FI consultant create chesi manaki istadu, so that you can see this one in options, the new factory calendar. If anything created, then you can assign it here. The assignment would be your work in a real time. So we will be assigning factory calendar to 3 objects. One is sales organization, plant, and the shipping point.
ఫ్యాక్టరీ క్యాలెండర్ ని ఎలా డిఫైన్ చేస్తారు FICO consultant Sudir?
That could be an FI consultant role. Maybe we no need of.
But T code enti daniki.
That right now, even I forget. I'll provide you this material. In this one you can find out this one. First, you have to define your factory calendar. That means what is our working days, okay, and working timings and all. Once you define your factory calendar, then after you have to define your holiday calendar. Okay, defining the factory calendar. This is a path. You can go like this: SPRO, SAP NetViewer, general setting, maintain factory calendar. Click on the change button pencil. This is the way you can go and define your factory calendar. Okay, click on, and then after come back and click on the holiday calendar. Once you define the working days, then after you define the holidays.
బోత్ ఎఫ్ఐ కన్సల్టెంటే డిఫైన్ చేసి
This
మనకి జస్ట్ నంబర్ ఇస్తే
with the one-time work and yeah. Then after select factory calendar and change, click on and create a factory calendar ID. Assign the holiday calendar to the factory calendar. ఇక్కడ ఏం చెప్తుంది factory calendar లో holiday calendar assign చేస్తాం so that the two link అవుతుంది. So after creation of this one, we assign to sales order.
ఓకే ఓన్లీ అసైన్ పార్ట్ మాత్రం ఎస్డి కన్సల్టెంట్ రోల్ దట్ విల్ బి ఎవరీ ఇయర్ చేంజ్ అవుతుంది అసైన్మెంట్ అనేది బికాజ్ డేస్ మారచ్చు కదా.
జనరల్ గా స్టాండర్డ్ హాలిడేస్ అనేవి అంటే డేట్స్ కొంచెం మారుతాయేమో బట్ మాక్సిమం అయితే చేంజ్ అవ్వదు ఫ్యాక్టరీ క్యాలెండర్. ఫెస్టివల్ డేట్స్ అంటే మనకంటే ఇప్పుడు సంక్రాంతి ఉంటాయి కదా, దసరా ఇది ఈ రోజు వచ్చింది ఆ రోజు వచ్చింది అంటాం కానీ బట్ ఫిక్స్ డేట్స్ ఉంటాయి.
ఓకే ఓకే సో ఈ నంబర్ ఎప్పటికీ చేంజ్ అవ్వదు. సపోజ్ సేల్స్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్
ఫర్ ద పొంగల్ దే గివ్ ఓన్లీ 13-14 వచ్చింది ఈ క్యాలెండర్ చూడు, నెవర్ చేంజ్ ఇట్.
ఓకే ఈ నంబర్ చేంజ్ అవ్వదు ఇక్కడ అసైన్మెంట్ లో నంబర్ చేంజ్ అవ్వదు. సుధీర్ వినిపిస్తుందా ఇప్పుడు?
నెవర్ చేంజ్.
ఓకే ఓకే ఫైన్.
yes yes
ఏమన్నా సపోజ్ చేంజెస్ ఉంటే ఫికో చేసినప్పటికీ ఈ నెంబర్ సేమ్ గా ఉంటుంది. 01 ఉన్న 01 ఉంటుంది, 02 ఉంటే 02 ఉంటుంది. బట్ ఎనీ ఎడిట్ ఎఫ్ఐ విల్ టేక్ కేర్ ఇయర్ వైజ్ ఇయర్లీ. ఇంకొకటి అక్కడ కస్టమర్ ఇంటర్ కంపెనీ బిల్ అనేది పైన ఓకే ఐ గాట్ ద పాయింట్ సుధీర్, అది చేంజ్ అవ్వదు.
ఫర్ ఇంటర్ కంపెనీ బిల్ customer number for intercompany billing. So this is a customer number. So మీకు ఎప్పుడైనా రియల్ టైం లో ఏమైనా డౌట్ వచ్చిందా, ఒకవేళ ఇది ఫీల్డ్ ఏంటి అర్థం కాకపోయినా you can click on select here and you can click on F1 function F1 button so that SAP itself gives some details here. Customer number for interbilling, that means when you are doing the interbilling business or intercompany business process, you have to assign your customer number here in the sales organization. The number assigned to the master record which has been created to represent an internal customer sales organization is intercompany billing. So this is for intercompany billing processes. This is also one of the requisite to assign the customer number in a sales organization.
Suppose we have bulk customers under same sales organization who will do intercompany billing. అప్పుడు ఎలా వస్తుంది ఇక్కడ అసైన్మెంట్?
ఇంటర్నల్ కస్టమర్ ఒకడే ఉంటాడు, అన్ని బల్క్ కస్టమర్స్ అది కస్టమర్స్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ కస్టమర్స్, బట్ ఇంటర్నల్ కస్టమర్స్ ఒకరే ఉంటారు. ఇంటర్నల్ కంపెనీ కస్టమర్ అంటే ఏంటండి, ఉషా ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ ఈజ్ అన్ ఇంటర్నల్ కస్టమర్. ఉషా సపోజ్ ఉషా అనేది అర్థం చేసుకున్న బిజినెస్ ప్రాసెస్, ఉషా అనేది మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ చేస్తుంది ఫ్యాన్స్, ఓకేనా?
ఓకే ఓకే
ఉషా మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ ఫ్యాన్స్ అండ్ ఉషా ఆఫీస్ లో, ఉషా సేల్స్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ లో, ఉషా ప్లాంట్స్ లో కూడా దే వాంట్ టు యూజ్ దేర్ ఓన్ ఫ్యాన్స్. వాళ్ళ ఫ్యాన్స్ యూజ్ చేయాలి కదా వాళ్ళు కూడా. సో ఇఫ్ దే వాంట్ టు కన్సూమ్ ద సేమ్ ఉషా మెటీరియల్ ఫర్ దేర్ ఓన్ పర్పసెస్, హౌ దే యూజ్ ఇట్ with the same internal customer, right? The internal customer must be only one.
Okay, this is not intercompany sales. This is not intercompany sales.
I mean, the intercompany sale is different. Now I explain you about internal customer. You asked me about internal customer.
Okay. I thought this field is related to
in your list.
Only one.
There might be thousands of customers for your client side, but your internal customer must be only one. Internal customer means if your client is Usha itself is your internal customer, and for that customer we'll give some naming convention. Okay, one different number. And you are working for some other client, they also must have the internal number to use their material. I mean, internal గా కన్సూమ్ చేసుకోవడానికి ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేస్తారండి సేల్స్ ఆర్డర్? మీరు ఆడిట్ లో చూపించాలి కదా, ఎందుకు కన్జ్యూమ్ చేస్తున్నారు, ఎవో కన్జ్యూమ్ లేదంటే లీగల్ అయిపోతుంది. దానికోసం అని వాళ్ళు మనకి మనముగా యూజ్ చేసుకోవాలంటే మనకి మనం కూడా ఒక సేల్స్ ఆర్డర్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవాలి అండ్ డెలివరీ చేసుకోవాలి, బిల్లింగ్ చేయాలి, లేదంటే ఆడిట్ లో కనిపిస్తుంది. సో అప్పుడు ఆ సేల్స్ ఆర్డర్ లో ఇంటర్నల్ కస్టమర్ యూజ్ చేస్తారు. బట్ ఇట్ and intercompany comes as the next point. Intercompany business process is something different that we will discuss at the time. So this is a prerequisite for internal business process to assign a customer number here. Then after we discuss about factory calendar, now we are going to come in it rebate proactive. This button is a prerequisite to create a rebate business process. Okay, so at the time of rebate business process we can discuss in detail, but this is just a check mark here. To do the rebate business process we have to check up. And next, coming to ALE data for purchase organization, here we need to maintain purchase group and all these details. This would we are using if you want to create a PO automatically, then we have to maintain the data here. That would be something enhancements, direct PO creation. If there is any requirement in the real time, if you want to create a purchase order automatically, we should maintain this. Also one of the prerequisite to maintain ALE data. So now we no need of this one. Now I press enter, click on continue. Warning changing currency, that is okay. Now
Sudhir, maintain అంటే just Sudhir, maintain అంటే just anyway purchase organization ఎవరైతే క్రియేట్ చేస్తుంటారో just maintain చేస్తాం అంతేనా? జస్ట్ మెయింటైన్ చేస్తాం వాట్ ఈస్ పర్చేస్ గ్రూప్, వాట్ ఈస్ వెండర్, ఆర్డర్ టైప్, అక్కడ జస్ట్ మెయింటైన్ చేస్తాం అంతే.
ఓకే. Let's go to company and then after name I am going to give Usha. Then after this is on 2-3 and then 50 make it. This must be Hyderabad, this must be India, this must be 01, and then after 518. And now I'm going to maintain the languages English. So I maintain the address, and if you want to maintain the telephone number, fax, email ID, if your client provided, then you can maintain. If they're not provided, then you can leave off. Okay. Now I'm going to click on continue. I deleted. Okay. It saved it. Now I'm going to save it. If I click save it, I'll get a TR number. So anything, if you save anything, we'll get a transport request number, and I want to save the changes also in the same TR number, so I can click on continue. So the data has been saved now. So let's stop here and we'll continue tomorrow to defining the next one, which is a distribution channel, divisions and all. All right. Okay guys, we'll meet tomorrow.
Share me that videos and materials.
Yeah, sorry, I'll share you. Sashikal, please provide your email also so that I can share the materials of the video recordings.
Okay, Sudhir. Okay, sure.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.